This video is based on the technical analysis of BHP Billiton, which is a company that's listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. So what we'll do in regards to the technical analysis of BHP Billiton is identify the market structure, market patterns that we should be paying attention to, key support and resistance levels, important candlestick patterns, as well as levels at which we should be looking for potential buy and sell opportunities. And so without wasting any further time, guys, let's get straight into the actual technical analysis. And as you guys can see, we are at this point in time on the daily chart, and on the daily chart we can see that the market is for the most part in an upward trend or an upward trajectory. And what this means is that for the most part we should be looking for those potential buy opportunities, right? What else do we see in regards to the daily chart of BHP? Another thing that I see is that the market, if you were to look at this area over here, had given us a very nice W structure, which had a neckline at that point. To add to this, the market had also given us this very nice M structure or double top, which similarly had a neckline at that point, right? And at this point in time, we can also see that the market is at a very strong level of support, as we had multiple rejections in and around this area. And what this means is that we may potentially see the market start to move up, and perhaps maybe to this level over here, which is a very strong level of resistance, and also the neckline of this double top over here that I spoke about earlier, right? So what does this mean, guys? What this means, as I said, guys, is that because price is at a very strong level of support at this point in time, right, we may see price actually move up to this area, and at this area we may see price actually continue to move further up or even further down for that matter. But the big question at this point is now actually a good time to be looking for buying opportunities? And in my very, very humble opinion, I would say no. Now is not a good time to be looking for buy opportunities. Why do I say so? That is because buying at this point is a bit risky. And also, if you're to look at this area over here, you would see that we actually have what seems to be an overextended M structure over here, which has a neckline at that point. And as I usually say, guys, whenever we have, these M structures, ideally we want to see price break into the bottom side of that neckline and then heading back to the neckline to just test it. And more often than not, we look for potential buy opportunities at that point, or sell opportunities, especially if that level, the neckline, that is, aligns with any key numbers that we have in regards to the Fibonacci retracement tool. Myself personally, I would actually love to see price move further down to around this level over here, right? Why do I say that level? That is because we had actually had, as I said, this nice W structure. And as I usually say, guys, when we have these structures such as the W structure, we want to see price breaking to the upside of that neckline, and then in the future coming back to the neckline to give it a test. And at that point where the neckline is where we look for those potential buy opportunities. So we can see that at this point price actually broke above this neckline, went up, and if it does happen, price would then come back to the neckline to give it a test. And as I said, at this point is where I would look for those potential buy opportunities, especially if the neckline aligns with any key numbers that we have in regards to the Fibonacci retracement tool. But at this point, in as far as how things are, I don't think right now is a good idea to be looking for buy opportunities, even though we can see that the market at this point in time is at a very strong level of support. And at this point, I know that a lot of people are actually buying, but myself personally, I would say let's rather wait for price to reach this level, right? And if it does so, at this level is where I believe, as I said, we should look for those potential buy opportunities.